And yo, I got my man here. I never met this brother in person before, but I've talked to him over the phone. We did an interview on his YouTube channel. That link is right underneath this video, and I pinned it in the comments section. We're gonna talk to my man, Old School, Long Beach, California, in the house. Yo, Old School, what's
Right.
up?
What's up, man? What's up? How you doing today, man?
I'm all right. I'm right. Thanks for working with me, man, with such short notice, man.
Oh man, it's all good, man. I'm gonna lay the blue carpet out for you every time you call me, man.
Such short notice, man. Okay,
Oh
okay, hold
man,
on.
it's all good, man. I'm gonna lay
Yeah, yeah. So listen, man. You from California,
That's right.
Long Beach, born and raised.
Well, my moms and pops had me when they 18, and we moved out to California when I was 2 years old.
Okay, okay. Yeah, my main man I did time with was from East St. Louis, man, from the boogie, man. But
Yeah,
yeah, me and Sean went to St. Louis. We went out there probably about 2 years ago.
right. Yeah, I'm from the Show Me State originally, man,
Right,
and
right, right.
yeah. But I'm Long Beach raised. That's all I know. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
got family and shit still out there too. That's where the roots at. But yeah, I'm
Uh,
from I live in Long Beach though.
uh. How long you been a YouTuber, man?
I just picked it up, man, a few months ago. I took it serious a few months ago, man. Um, I got a cousin that's doing heavy time in prison right now, and he reached out to me. I was trying to figure out which way I wanted my channel to go because I didn't want to just confine myself to one niche. So my cousin put me in touch with a young lady, very sweet lady by the name of Serena Bowie. Man, her son Kedrick Bowie was murdered allegedly by the prison guards in Atlanta
Oh,
on YouTube, man. And ever since then, I try to stay away from the manosphere stuff because I don't want to be in the black men and women arguing with each other all the time. So I just speak what come to my heart, man. The things that we go through. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Now, Charles, you're a family man.
That's right.
You married? You single? What's
Yes, sir. No, I'm married, man. I've been with my wife. Me and my wife been together for 30 years, man. We got 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls.
Man, that's awesome,
Yes,
man.
yes.
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
That's rare. That's rare, man.
yeah, it is. It is. Only one in my family, man, out of my siblings that's married. My mom used to say that. She used to say she was the only one in the family that got married. And now I see what she mean. I don't know. It ain't too many of us that's married in my family.
Yeah. Now, Charles, you what was it like growing up in Long Beach, man, Southern California, man? We like for me from Jersey, I've been to LA a couple of times, but I kind of learned about the West Coast really in 87, 88, 89, with the whole influx and the bombardment of the hip hop game from the West Coast. Easy E is my favorite West Coast rapper, Ice Cube. And then Snoop really put Long Beach on the map. What was it like growing up in Long Beach?
Oh man, it was for me. It was amazing, man. It was amazing. We had our share of uh, crime, just like every other city. Same song in my hood as it is in yours. You know what I mean? It was nothing different. We Long Beach was it was very diverse. It was multicultural. So the way it was set up, man, everybody know each other. The way the school system is set up. If you from Long Beach, you gonna know everybody. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a street dude. And yeah, man, I came up in the street scene. I wasn't no hardcore criminal, but I got into my share of trouble and things like that, man. And it shaped me and molded me into the person that I am today. I don't have no regrets on it, but I had some fun times, man. Long Beach was it was a great place to grow up. You know what I mean? Even with the gangs and which I was a part of, and even with that, man, it still was an amazing. I didn't have a bad time at all. I didn't have a bad, as far as my street time. I don't have no bad complaints about growing up in the city of Long Beach, man. It was real good for me.
Now, was this during the 90s or the 80s or?
80s, 90s, and the 2000s, man. Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a different scene. It was a different scene back then, I would assume, than now, right?
It really was. It really was. Now it's different. I don't really too much uh hang out or participate in the things with the young crowd. You know what I mean? Because it's a generational gap there. For me, it was better back. You know, back in the day. The way ain't the same at all, man. What I glorified is not there no more. You know what I mean?
Now,
Far as when I was coming up, man, when I was coming up, we had a lot of brothers such as yourself that's willing to help a brother. You know what I mean? Instead of putting a gun in their hand, they'll take one out. Those are the type of brothers that I was fortunate enough to be around in my stint. You know what I mean? That kept me from really diving head first into the street life. You know what I mean? They kept me well rounded because I always had ambitions. You know what I mean? Everybody in the hood ain't a bad person. We got goals and ambitions too.
right.
So I was fortunate enough to have older homeboys that saw that in me. And when I would come around, they'd pull my tail like, "Hey, check this out, man. We know you one of us, man, but this here ain't for you, man."
Hey, Charles, you keep getting stuck, man. I don't know if you got your connection is good or, but you're freezing up. You're going in and out on the freeze.
Okay, you good now. Let me what you say.
Okay, there you go. I got you now. It's still a little blurry, but we'll keep rocking. Now you come from a two-parent household, Charles, or one-parent household?
I came from a two-parent household. My pops was there, man, but pops was there, but he wasn't there. He was there physically, but not mentally. You know what I mean? He wasn't that hands-on like how I am with my children. You know what I mean?
What about Mom Dukes?
Yeah, mom's was there, man, until I got involved with my wife. Once I got involved with my wife, I could see it now. The relationship changed. You know what I mean? And I looked at it as, at the time, I looked at it, hey, I'm a young man. I'm growing into my own. But my mom, she was mostly there for my sister. You know what I mean? She wasn't, the man I became, man, and I hate to say it, my parents didn't really have too much to contribute to that. You know what I mean? I'm self-made. When they say self-made, I'm self-made. I didn't get it from my parents. You know what I mean? And not to say that, you know, they were supposed to or whatever. However you look at it, I got it. And that made me stronger. But nah, man, I didn't. My in-laws did more for me than mine did. You know what I mean? So
So,
yeah,
so,
that's
so, Charles, it was just you and your sisters, just two of y'all?
nah. I got two brothers and one sister.
Okay.
But my mom, she more so, she it was like she had just my sister. You know what I mean? After a while. Now, when I was a young man coming up, we was tight. I thought we was still tight. Shit. As I got older, but certain things people show you. You know what I mean? You just got to pay attention. As long as you ain't blinded by that family bug, you'll be able to see a lot. You know what I mean? You'll be able to see a lot.
Yo, it's
And like
crazy.
I say, man,
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
No. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Nah, but I always been a good dude, man. I ain't never, especially when it came to my family, I ain't never, none of my family members could say I ever wronged them in any kind of way. You know what I mean? And far as in the streets, nobody in the streets can say that either. That didn't have it coming to them. Let me say that. You ain't gonna say I just did something to you that you didn't deserve. So I always been a good dude, man. I always had good energy, and I always attracted that. So that's who I was. Even though you had your bad, you got your good too, man. I
How
was
was your
always.
how was your relationship like? Because my relationship with my brothers wasn't good. How was your relationship with you? You say you got two brothers.
I got two brothers. Yeah, yeah.
How was
My
your
well,
relationship with them?
well, my brother right up under me, man. I thought that we had a very good relationship. You know what I mean? Now my youngest brother, I got him by 10. We was cool. We remained cool, but it's a generational gap there. But my younger brother, right up under me, man, I thought we were tighter than the pants on the homosexual, but he would show me certain things. You know what I mean? Like my kids, he wouldn't let his kids come spend the night with my kids, and things like that, man. And he didn't come to my wedding. He didn't attend my wedding. He blamed it on getting his hair cut. You know what I mean? I'm like, and a lot of things I let pass. A lot of things I let pass.
Yo, me and you
But
talked about that. Me and you talked about that, Charles, in the interview I did on your channel the other day. And y'all make sure y'all go check out that interview I did with Old School. The link I pinned it at the top of the comment, the live chat, and it's underneath this video. Man,
yeah,
I had a cousin, right? So me and my cousin, we all right, So I see him and I call him on the phone. I say, yo, buy a shirt. Get a shirt from me. I, I'll get it. I get it. I said, go get it right
right,
now. Get it. I, and about 2 years ago, I asked him to get one of my books. He never did. So I let about 3 or 4 weeks go by. He never got the shirt. And I said, man, Sean, you know, don't give him the benefit of the judge this situation for what actually happened in reality. So he called me recently and was trying to put something together. And it immediately I get right to it. Yo, what's up? Whether you didn't get the shirt. Ah, man, come on, man. We family. I said, that ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Don't,
right.
because your word and your actions, man, that means something, man. And I think,
Yep,
man, niggas at your family, they just try to, they try to use that, man, to slight me or to stab me in the back, throw acid in my eye. And I let that go a long time ago, man, because I met dudes in the street, niggas in prison that I'm closer to than people I'm biologically related to, man.
right. Yeah, man, that's how it be. That's how it be. But I try not to. I try not to hold it against people, man, because that's who they are. You know what I mean? But I'm one of them people, man. When you show me who you are, I believe you. And that's just what it is. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I could go on about
Yeah.
the relationship. It didn't go sour on my part. So
Yeah,
good with that.
old school. We still kind of freezing up in and out of the joint. I didn't know. Are you on Wi-Fi? You got your Wi-Fi?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I ain't freezing up on my. I'm not freezing up. You freezing up on your end, but I'm good.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah.
But you know what's dope, man? And I admire you, man, and I'm envious. Um, because you married 30 years, man, to one woman,
No,
30 years.
we've been together 30 years. We've been married for 17.
Whatever, man. That shit is
Yeah,
so
yeah,
dope to me, man.
yeah.
That shit
yeah,
is so dope to me, man. You know, and to see a young nigga like yourself, cool, and being able to say, man, that means something, man. And
right, right.
that says something about you. And you say y'all got 4 kids together.
That's right. That's right.
Man, that's fly,
Right.
man. And
Yeah,
I
I
commend you,
appreciate that.
man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. You know, yeah. And it ain't been it ain't been. We have more good times than bad times. I tell you that. You know, I ain't gonna sit here and say all of them these 30 years because we was young together. We
Right.
grew together. You know what I mean? But we was able to iron everything out, man. So everything is good. I couldn't have asked for a better partner, man. A better mother of my children, a better wife, better friend. I couldn't ask for a better one. You know what I mean? So I'm
That's
good in
super
that
dope.
department. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Super
rich
dope.
in that area. I'm very wealthy in that area right there, man. That's real. I will
You,
say that.
you know, man, a good honey can make a nigga feel undefeated, man. And a
Right.
bad honey or being single with a bunch of honeys can make you feel empty, man.
Yeah, yeah, for real. That's real talk. That's real talk.
You
That's real
know,
talk. You know
and
what I mean?
I think a lot of more. You don't hear a lot of young dudes nowadays talking about yo, my wife, this, my wife. You know, all you hear is like this one day, bees ain't no good, bitches ain't shit, this ain't, you know. And for you to say what you saying is amazing, man. But
Yeah.
y'all check
Well,
it
you know,
out. Go ahead, Oscar. I'm sorry.
a part of that, man, it got something to do with the music that we listening to out here too, man. This music out here don't inspire you to want to be in no relationship with nobody. This is hookup culture. Music got a lot to do with that. I was fortunate enough to be born in a generation to where, music you wanted it was romance. You wanted to go hook up with.
Right,
You
right,
know what I mean?
right,
Wanted that. That's what you yearn for.
right. Hey,
So
hey, hey, hey,
and
old
music.
school. I remember riding around. Listen, old school. I remember riding around in my 20s listening. I remember riding around listening to love music. Keith Sweat, I'll Be Sure, Bobby
Yeah,
Brown.
yeah,
You know, in
yeah,
the middle of the day. In the middle of the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Real talk, real talk. You can't do that right now, man. What love music is it to listen to right now? You know what I mean? Sexy Red, come on, man. Nobody
Oh,
listen to
come
that shit.
on, man.
You can't get busy with that. You know what I mean? So I still listen to the old school joints. You know what I mean? I'm old school. That's why my name old school, man. I do everything old school. I don't do nothing that can relate to these youngsters today. You know what I mean?
The old
Only
school.
thing I do that to relate to them is I breathe. That's it.
Okay, okay, all right. Hey man, so what is your YouTube channel about, man? What are you focusing on?
You know what? I'm glad you asked me that, man. Like I said, I wanted to start off by because there's a lot of things that I got in the works. I got a few people that I want. My channel is mainly giving other people a platform to speak about their problems. Right now, like I said, my first one it was a young lady by the name of Serena Bowie. Her son was killed by allegedly by the prison guards in Atlanta prisons, right in Atlanta federal prison, and that was one. Another young lady, I don't want to say her name just yet, but her son was like 14-year-old. They railroaded him, trying him as an adult. You know what I mean? So we getting that was my main thing focusing on. So when you come to Let's Talk Shop, man, you gonna hear some of anything. I don't have just one niche to where you can lock me into that box. You come on that, it might be something for you, it might be something for her, him, whoever. You know what I mean? I'm just all around talking shop. I might be talking to a young lady about her relationship with her dude. I might be talking to somebody who son got killed by the police. You just never know. You just gotta click on. Once you click on it, you're gonna figure something out. Something gonna spark your interest. You know what I mean?
How's it been going for you so far?
I mean, you know what, man? I can't complain. I appreciate the subscribers that I'm getting and the likes that I'm getting. You know what I mean? I don't have no complaints, man, because I look at other people. They say, man, when I first started, I was getting 3 likes, 9 likes. I've been getting more than that. So, I'm thankful, man. I'm grateful for whatever I get, man. When I see people leave a comment and they say, "Hey, man, that's good shit, man. I needed to hear." I love all of it, man. So I'm just appreciative of whatever because I ain't coming on here to try to blow up. I'm just having some conversation, man. That's it. Like I said, I talk shop, not shit. And whoever gonna listen, man, that's what's up. I appreciate it. I'm engaged with my people. You know what I mean?
So effectively, what you're saying is you're giving a voice to the voiceless.
Right. That's right. That's right. You know what I mean? So I'm seeking out people who've had injustices done and that just don't have their voice. My platform ain't that big, but it gets traction. People see it. So if I could get 100 people, 200, 300, whatever, that's good. You know what I mean? Somebody out of those people, because I look at the analytics, man. I be studying the analytics, and the analytics tell me I'm doing better than what those numbers say. So watching it, people watching. So that's it, man. I'm not trying to get rich off of this. I'm more so doing this for other people rather than myself. You know what I mean?
Now, Old School, you also, what other social media platforms are you on?
I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I'm Old School 20 on Instagram and Old School 20 on Facebook as well.
Okay. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my man Old School on his Instagram and his Facebook. Now, Old School, where do you see your channel going? I know you providing a voice for the voiceless. Um, you seeking out bigger interviews, or you just really don't really matter?
No. I want to seek out. I want to seek out bigger interviews, man. I want to. I want to have a sit down with Melly Mel. Oh, I also want to have a sit down with Wallow too, man, because that's my dude. That dude funny as hell, man. So people that I admire, I definitely got my eyes on. You know what I mean? I definitely got my eyes on. You know, uh, and they don't even have to be big people. You know what I mean? And I had a connection with you just off felt it's gonna connect, man, whether through airwaves, electric, however you look at it, you know what I mean? But I definitely people that I admire, I got my eyes on them. I got a few things lined up. You know what I mean?
Now, Old School, you got two boys.
2 boys and 2 girls, man.
What is that like raising them boys? Because I got a son. That's raising a son, man. If you want to say you a gangster, man, be a father to a boy child, man, and hang in there.
Oh yeah,
I'm impressed.
yeah, yeah.
What?
You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you this, man. And that's a great question. Uh, when I was a kid, me and my siblings, it was me and my little brother first. And my little sister, she was too young. But my pops used to come home from work. Me, my mom, my brother, we'd be laughing and talking and shit. But as soon as we see my pops pull up outside, all that shit would stop, man. I mean, we would go in the shell, like, because we didn't know how he was going to come in. You know what I mean? So we all scattered to our respective places. We'll go in our room. My mom will go either our room or she'll go do her thing, right? Pops end up being in the living room or in the kitchen by himself. When I had my own kids, I would come home from work, man, and my kids, wife and kids, every animal in the house, they greet me. They can't wait for me to come home, right? And this was something that I never seen my pops experience. It was overwhelming to me because I'm like, damn, because you used to what you seeing when you grow up. Pops come home, everybody scattered, right? But when I come home, everybody, daddy, my wife greeting me, all my kids coming, and my sons, man, it's a blessing to me because they little mini me's, you know what I mean? And I get to mold them and train them up in the way that I want them to be. Not what I want them to be, far as you're gonna do what I say, but give them that guidance. You know what I mean? You can't just live here with them every day and expect for them to get it right when you don't train them up the way they're supposed to be, right? So, it's a blessing for me, man, because my sons, they box. I got them in boxing. I'm hands-on. I'm real hands-on with my kids, man. If anybody follow me on social media, they watch my kids grow up. I've been with them since day one. When I say I'm hands-on, I'm so hands-on, my fingerprints is on my kids. You know what I mean? So they football journey, they boxing journey, I put as much as I can on social media. You know what I mean? Because I share it. I'm proud. That's something I'm proud of. So I share it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So it's a blessing to me to have my boys and my girls, man. My girls and my boys. It's a blessing for me to have all four of them. You know what I mean? That's
How
what's
is it with the
up.
girls? How is it with the girls versus the boys?
Well,
Are they daddy girls?
well, my youngest, she's my oldest girl. Yeah, she when she was younger, you know what I mean. She was steadfast, daddy. Now she's 16. She coming into herself. She still love her dad, but she got her own little journey. She's smart. She brilliant. You know what I mean? And my youngest daughter, yeah, she a daddy's girl all the way, man. She'll kill you for her pops, man, and she ain't gonna play no games.
Yo, man, I would love to have a daughter, man. They say that relationship. I love little Sean, and I share the same sentiment that you share about, his whole world sets and rises on me, man. And it fucking blows me away sometimes. And it just reminds me like, yo, Sean, it's not about you at all anymore, man. It's about this human being, man. And but
That's
they say
right.
that
That's right.
relationship with the father and daughter, man, is next level, man.
Oh yeah, it is, man. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, right? My kids, they love me, man. They all love me, hands down. But I think my boys, man, them little niggas gonna put me in a convalescent home. It's gonna be a good convalescent home. It's gonna be a good one. But my daughters, nah, man, they gonna put the bed in the living room. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have a hospital bed in the living room with my daughters, man, off top. Cause they ain't playing no game. And I'm joking with my sons though, of course.
Yeah,
But they them boys, man, boys from girls, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. My experience. My girls, they are like scholars. They scholars.
awesome.
They get grades that I've never seen, on my report card. And I told my wife, I joked with my wife, I said, look, me when my daughter showed me her report card, I say, me or your mama, we ain't never seen no grades like this. My
Right.
wife said, no, you talking stuff. I said, no. Don't hate on her. Don't take her shine. We ain't never seen those types of grades, right? And the same with my youngest. But my sons, man, I don't know, man. I be, it's different. It's just they got to be stimulated a different way.
Same thing with Lil
You know what I
Sean.
mean?
Same thing with him.
Yeah.
School ain't really his thing,
Nah,
you
nah,
know.
it ain't.
And I
It
have,
ain't.
I'm looking at the whole school system that we come up in. It really, man, was just a daycare, a place for us to go so our parents could go to work, man. That's pretty much all it was, man.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. And see, I don't hold it against my sons. They not doing nothing wrong because the way the school system, and me and my wife, man, we go to war with the school system, the district. We do that. We on the board, man. When I say we hands on, if something going on at that school, man, I'm up there talking to the principal. I let them know. I say, look, I know y'all not used to this, but I'm an advocate for my child first. And one thing I won't do, man, they can't tell me nothing about my son or my daughter that I don't know. If they're not troublemakers. They respect adults. You know what I mean? Because I'm big on discipline. So the school system, the way it's set up, man, is ran by women. It's mostly teachers. I mean, excuse me,
Absolutely.
mostly women teachers. You know what I mean? And it don't matter if they black or white. The
It's all women.
Yeah. It's the same thing, man. I could go on about that too, because I'm up there at the school with my kids, man, probably twice, three
Yeah.
times a month,
Yeah, me
letting
too.
these
Same thing.
school
Same
officials
story.
know. Yeah,
Same story.
yeah. You ain't gonna just run up on my kid like that, you know. And because one thing I don't want them to think, you know, my wife, I always take off work when she go up there because I don't want these white folks to think she a single mother, you know, because they treat them different when they think they're a single mother.
Absolutely.
So I'm coming up in and I'm letting you know, nah, I'm hands on. I'm here. My son, he ain't no troublemaker like that. What you're not gonna tell me is he disrespectful to an adult, 'cause that ain't him. I know that for a fact. Now, some other shit he might do, okay. But as far as you can't tell me he being disrespectful to an adult, because I don't play that. I don't play that at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Old school, man. Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Hey man, listen. I want to thank you, man, for being a man of integrity and of your word, man.
Thank
You
you,
know what
man.
I mean? I appreciate you. You know, we need more like you. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you for bringing me on your platform, exposing me to your people, man, because you got some good. I don't want to say followers. I'm gonna say you got some good family out there because they tapped
That's
in.
right.
They
That's
all
right.
tapped in and showed their love for you on my page, and that's appreciated. So I salute you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to the podcast Soul. And man, listen, I just want to be a part. I'm glad to say I know this brother. You know, I'm about to be a big deal too, though. So y'all look out for me, and I'm
Ain't no
proud to say
question.
I know right here.
Ain't no question.
And
Yo, everybody,
yeah,
man, y'all go follow my man Old School on his page, Instagram, Old School 20,
old school
Facebook,
20, old
Old
school
School
20,
20, and
and on
his
YouTube
link.
is Let's Shop with Old School.
Right, there you go. And that link is underneath this video. Charles, I'm gonna holler at you later, man.
That's what's up, brother. Peace,
Peace.
man.
All right.
All right.